I'm going to go over how to put the data in and do the regression equation on the calculator. So I'm going to do example 2 that we have from our notes page, and I'm going to put all this information in here. And let's see if you can hopefully see this. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a new document. And the first thing I'm going to do is go into lists and spreadsheets. And I'm going to go up top and I'm going to put time in. We can type it. You can't put it on this equals. That's for another type of data that we could analyze. Concentration. There we go. So we have time and the concentration in the bloodstream. We're going to fill these in. And over here as well. There we go. So we have all of our data in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go create a scatter plot. So I'm going to hit Control Document, and it's going to give me the options to start a new page. And we're going to go to Data and Statistics. And here's all of my data points. I'm going to go down here to add a variable, and I want time on my x-axis. All the data points fall. Go over to the y-axis and put concentration. And there we go. And you can see it looks rather quadratic here. It's possible that it could even be cubic if we didn't know, but I told you it's quadratic. So from here, we can go ahead and since we're in here, we can go to Menu, Analyze, Regression. Oops, didn't give me a chance to do that. Menu, Analyze, Regression. There we go. And let's do quadratic. And it fits a quadratic right to the data that I have. But if we weren't 100% sure if this was really good, we can go to a new page and go to the calculator. And when we're in the calculator, if we go to Menu, Statistics, Stat Calculation, my keyboard is touchy. Stat Calculation, there we go. Oops. We'll get it right one of these times. Stat Calculations. There we go. I want quadratic. I'm going to go here and I want time on the x, concentration on the y. Hit OK. And here is my function. It's quadratic. So we have ax squared plus bx plus c. And they give me a, b, and c in here. So I can actually write that equation down from this screen as well. And then I'm looking at my r squared, and my r squared, remember, tells me that it's the percentage of data points that fit into the model that it's created. So it says 92%. The closer to 100 we get, the better. But this is fairly good since I told you it was quadratic, so we're going to use that one. So I can go ahead and write this information down as a quadratic, and that actually was shown to me on another screen. So if I want to go back over here to any of these other screens, I can use the pad in the middle here to move it, or if you hit Control and then the left and right, you can toggle in between the screens and go back and forth. So you can see that here's our A, our B, our C. And if we go back to the other screen, here's our A, our B, our C. So it's right here as well. If we want to do one more thing and go to Control, we can add another page. If I add a graph, and you can see it starts on F2. If I go up to F1, you can see that all the data is in there for the A, B, and C already if we haven't done anything else. So if I hit Enter, I'm going to see the graph. I can't see it all the way. I can go over here and change the window And let's see, we can set the Y max maybe to 100. Here we go. So now we can see the vertex up there. And from here, if I wanted to analyze any of the functions, I could hit Control T, and it splits the screen to get a table, so I can see all of my concentration levels after certain amounts of time. So I can go through and find any value I want in here. If I want the table to go away again, Control T, that makes the table go away. There's a variety of things also I can do with this. If I wanted to know, when the concentration was a certain level, maybe I want to know when the concentration was at 50 milliliters. So I can just create a horizontal line at 50. And then I can go ahead and analyze the intersection, and I can figure out that after 0.338, I believe that's probably hours, it's at 50. And I can also analyze it here as well. So there's a lot of cool things we can do and analyze it once it's in here. And so hopefully we'll have good experiences tomorrow with our calculators. Make sure to bring them.